is art.
Okay.
The way a director would use a
short
medium to
excerpt
create
coming
art.
up.
Myself, from the confines of my father's criminality.
He caused the fire?
Yeah. He is a criminal, and he caused all this. To free myself of his name and his legacy, I decided to become my own person through changing my name.
Because I'm not a racist person. I could never be a racist. I love all races of people, from Arabs to Jewish people, like I said before, to blacks. But when I say Jew me, sue me, everybody do me, kick me, kike me, don't you black or white me, I'm talking about myself as the victim. You know, my accountants and lawyers are Jewish. My three best friends are Jewish. David Geffen, Jeffrey Katzenberg, Steven Spielberg, Mike Milken. These are friends of mine. They're all Jewish. So how does that make sense? I was raised in a Jewish community.
I want to ask you.
He heard about me, and he had contacted me and wanted to meet me.
How old were you at the time?
I was about 7 years old at the time.
And were you in the hospital?
I was not in the hospital at the time. I was in interim back and forth from surgery.
And what did he do for you?
Well, basically, he befriended me. He took me into his life, which is very rare for Michael to do. But he opened up his arms to me and accepted me as a very good friend of his. And throughout the years, he never let me go.
Of course. And she told me she was honored to meet me.
But he opened up his arms to me and accepted me as a very good friend of his. And throughout the years, he never let me go.
Of course. And she told me she was honored to meet me. And I said, it's an honor to meet you.
How did you hear about her death?
I woke up and my doctor gave me the news. And I fell back down.
Yeah, we're going to be showing you a close-up of that. That is Forrest Lawn. Were you surprised, Dave, to hear from him when you were 7?
Oh, it's a very interesting story, Larry. It was kind of, the visit to his Encino house was very impromptu, and it was kept a secret by my mother. And I had always been...
grief, and I started to cry. And so the pain, I felt inner pain. It was pain in my stomach and in my chest. So I said, I cannot handle this. It's too much. Just the message and the fact that I knew her personally. Then on top of that one, I said, there's another one. Real soon, I feel it coming. There's another one. It's another one coming, and I pray it's not me. Please don't let it be me. The Mother Teresa.
Kind of a admirer of his, not a fan per se, but I always loved his music. And my mother surprised me one day and brought me up to Neverland. And I entered an arcade, and there were all these Paul McCartney records all over this, The Girl Is Mine, and, you know, this and that. And I remember sitting down, and at the time, my favorite video game was Pole Position. And I was playing Pole Position, and I
Okay.
Are you psychic? Is that what you're saying?
I don't want to say that, but I've done it before.
And you thought it might be you?
Yes. I've been living in that kind of life all my life. The tabloid press, that kind of press, not the press, the tabloid, the paparazzi, that type. I've been running for my life like that, hiding, getting away. You can't go that way because they're over there. Well, let's go this way. Pretend we're going that way, and we'll go that way. Somebody said, hold on,
and I turned
stop.
around.
This person deserves their privacy.
And you know what, Larry?
To go there.
At that moment, we embraced, and that embrace never ended throughout our whole entire friendship.
Dave, what don't we know about him we should
know?
know?
You're in prison.
Well, was a human being.
They go as far as to
throughout
hide
the years, I think
into places.
he was kind of stigmatized by the media, and I believe that was...
Oh my God! They've done that. Down, I jump in.
That wasn't really...
They kill us. Say, slow
helpful
down.
to him
I've done that many times.
or to anybody
Don't you
around him.
So he jumps out
I
of the car
believe that
and yells at
Michael was a great person.
You being a father?
I love
He has
it.
never hurt
Are
a
you very
soul.
involved with him?
Yes.
And
Do you want more
I am
children?
happy to have been his friend for all these years and been a dedicated friend.
You
Mika, how do you-
He,
Father.
he did not pay for my medical. My mother had great insurance at
Your
the
son
time.
showed
Well, what
Michael-
did he do?
Michael
By the way,
offered
does
a
he show any
lot
talent
of
at 9
emotional
months?
support for me. He was
Well,
there for
I'll
me
tell you
whenever
this,
I needed to talk to him. He opened up Neverland to me as a
crying.
means to get
Keep him
away.
from crying.
He
You have to do one thing.
he was almost metaphorically he was almost like
dance.
a father that I never had.
Crying. Yeah, I do all kind of move. You move, and then and he stops
For
crying.
all these Paul McCartney records, all over this, The Girl Is Mine, and this and that, and I remember sitting down. and I was
Stop
playing
crying. You must do a lot of dancing.
and I felt
I do a lot of
my
dancing.
shoulder,
Yeah.
and I
Michael,
turned
what
around,
this little boy
and there was
says,
Michael.
Daddy,
Hold it right there.
And you
I
know
want
what,
to go on
Larry?
the stage.
At that moment, we embraced,
After what you've
and
been
that
through?
embrace never ended throughout our whole entire friendship.
Dave,
Hold
what
on.
we know about him, we should know.
Hold on.
I
do
believe
go that way.
what people fail to
this,
realize
like that,
is that Michael
this, like
was a human being.
You lay it all out.
Throughout
I'd
the
lay it
years, I
all
think
out.
he
You're
was
gonna
kind
get all
of
this,
stigmatized
and
by
all
the
this.
media,
And all of this.
and
You ready to do that?
I believe that was
Yeah, I can't wait. Go. And do it better than I did it.
that wasn't really. And I felt a little tap on my shoulder, and I turned around, and there was Michael.
Very kind, very loving, very sweet.
And I felt a little tap on my shoulder, and I turned around, and there was Michael.
Very kind, very loving, very sweet.
What's up, motherfuckers? It's B Double D. I'm about to drop some records here on YouTube. Y'all be recognizing, cause I'll be socializing with y'all motherfuckers. Double D on the streets.
Caused all this to free myself of his name and his legacy. I decided to become my own person through changing my name. He heard about me, and he had contacted me.
What's up, motherfuckers? It's B Double D. I'm about to drop some records here on YouTube. Y'all be recognizing, cause I'll be socializing with y'all motherfuckers. Double D on the streets.
To his Encino house.
I think I was at the Encino house.
To his Encino house.
I think I was at the Encino house.
To his Encino house.
I think I was at the Encino house.
Encino house.
The Encino house.
Encino house. Encino house. Encino house. Encino house. Encino house. Encino house. Encino house. Encino house. Myself from the confines of my father's criminality.
He caused the fire?
Yeah. He to his Encino house.
I think I was at the Encino house.
To his Encino house.
I think I was at the Encino house.
To his Encino house.
I think I was at the Encino house.
Encino House.
Encino House.
Encino House.
Encino
Is that
House.
as good as it gets as a performer? Gee, if I say no, I'll sound arrogant. I don't think I'm ever pleased with my performance.